Assalamu alaikum and good greetings. So today we'll be watching a video titled Did the Centurion or Elders Visit Jesus? Bible Contradiction number 11. Without further ado, let's watch.
Supposed Bible contradiction. Did the centurion ask Jesus for help or send elders to ask for him? Matthew 8 says a centurion came and asked Jesus to heal a servant of his. But Luke 7 recounts the same story, but says the centurion sent elders to ask on his behalf.
Okay, let me read this. When he entered Capernaum, a centurion came forward to him, appealing to him, "Lord, my servant is lying paralyzed." Okay. And then in Luke, now a centurion had a servant who was sick and at the point of death, who was highly valued to him. When the centurion heard about Jesus, he sent him elders of the Jews. Asking him to come. Okay, so here he himself enter. While this one, he sent someone else. And the video said this is about the same event. Alright, I can see how that is different.
So do the authors contradict each other? Well, not really. They are both correct. In the first century, it was understood a representative spoke on behalf of the person they were working for. When the elders were sent on the behalf of the centurion, ancient people understood this as if the centurion was speaking himself, which solves the problem right away. However, this is asserted by Christian apologists around the internet, with very little evidence. So is there evidence of this custom of ancients claiming their representatives spoke as if they were there?
So this, based on this, is meaning when it is relayed that he entered, it may actually be the representative that is entered because here is not just spoke, right? When he entered, he refers to Jesus, right? Okay. When he entered Capernaum, so Jesus, I think, a centurion come to him, appealing to him. So a centurion come to him, meaning it would mean from that justification that the representation or representative of that centurion come to him. That is, I guess, the explanation.
Evidence of this custom of ancients claiming their representatives spoke as if they were there? In fact, there is plenty. The closest is seen right in John 19:1, which says Pilate took Jesus and flogged him. It is clear Pilate did not pick the whip up himself. A high Roman official like himself would never do such a lowly task. He clearly had a lower-ranking soldier do it for him, but it is spoken as if he was doing it himself, even though it was done by a representative. We can also see an example in the Bible.
So for this to work, this have to be, meaning there's no one understand this differently, I guess. I'm not familiar with any of this author and their style of writing,
even though it was done by a representative. We can also see an example in the Babylonian creation story, the Enuma Elish. Tablet 6 says the supreme god Marduk created man, but elsewhere it's...
What is this? This is not from the Bible. What is this? Enuma Elish?
It says Ea and other gods were the ones who went about performing this creation, as instructed by Marduk. It is clear from just reading the tablets, Ea was Marduk's representative and acted as him. So for the ancients, Marduk was the creator, even though he did not complete the actual task. As Alexander Heidel notes the old Latin maxim, what our agent does, we do ourselves. So this is all that is happening in these passages. The centurion sent the elders to speak on his behalf, which was understood to the ancient Jews as if the centurion was speaking directly to Jesus. This would also be consistent with the rules of patronage and honor. A high official, like that of a centurion, would never ask for help from someone of a lower status, unless he was desperate. So it would be more consistent for him to send elders instead of him going directly. So once we understand this ancient custom, this supposed contradiction can be resolved.
Okay. I can see I'm not sure what is that an accepted general explanation, or does such explanation require some linguistic evaluation, meaning that, because we are talking about English translation here, right? But if you go back to the original language, does it stand in terms of that things? Anyway, so that's my only comment with regard to, of course, from the beginning I'm not familiar with this contradiction to begin with, hence I'm not that invested in the to scrutinize further in terms of the explanation. Yeah, right, so that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.